What's going on, champs and champions? It's FireMonkey here, and we're currently in an era of Fortnite where item shop tab leaks aren't really a thing anymore. And by that, if you guys remember the old days of Fortnite, what I'm talking about here is when 2 hours or like 3 hours before the item shop would reset, we'd be able to see every single tab that would be added for that actual shop reset. That ended up being killed off when they made the new shop design, but it doesn't mean we still don't have some item shop leaks here and there, because in the API still exists some slight changes such as arrival dates, and because of that, we're able to actually get a glimpse at when certain things are supposed to be releasing into the item shop, which is why in today's YouTube video we'll be talking about all of the cosmetics that we currently have item shop release dates for throughout the entirety of July, and when you can kind of be expecting these specific things. But keep in mind that as we kind of talk about this list, things could change, and maybe one thing gets postponed, maybe it actually gets a little bit earlier in the shop or whatever else, or maybe they just decide we're not going to actually end up releasing this at all. But as of right now, we have a pretty decent list to actually go off of, and whenever I say these dates, I'm going to be saying between like 2 or 3 days. That is just because the arrival dates could be anywhere in that time frame due to the fact that in the past we've had certain dates that were like a day off or 2 days off, so it just makes sense to have that extra little gap in between where it's like here's a 3-day time period when you should be expecting it around. However, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it appears that the first date I'm going to be mentioning for each thing is going to be the most accurate time for when things are going to be releasing, at least based on the current trend of how they've been kind of releasing things in the files. So to start us off, of course, with this list, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I had on my list for June 30th through July 2nd. That one did end up returning on June 30th, and then after that, we get to all the new stuff, such as the Stars and Stripes bundle. This is a 4th of July themed bundle that will actually have the fireworks team leader and the male and female Star Spangled Trooper skins releasing in a bundle, or you can buy them individually. So that'll be something to keep your eyes out on if you want some of those 4th of July themed skins, or if you just want one of the team leader skins to use in game, one of the little like cuddle team leaders or whatever else, or whatever you want to call them. But that is something to kind of be expecting very soon, is that whole entire bundle. It will also include a wrap in the bundle, so maybe that will be something that will be able to be purchased individually, or maybe they're still going to do some of the weird stuff they've done with bundles recently where they don't make the wrap available separately and it's only in the bundled form. After that, we have Weapon X version of Wolverine, which is a currently encrypted Wolverine skin that will be decrypted and released in the item shop around July 3rd and July 5th as well. Now, the reason why this one is releasing is because Magneto is releasing tomorrow, and we'll be opening up one of these little bunkers, like a Weapon X laboratory or whatever else, which is going to have this brand new Wolverine skin inside of it, so it only makes sense for them to go ahead and do this whole entire thing where they're like, hey, look at the brand new Wolverine skin, and put it in the shop a day after we actually get to see the new laboratory and after we get to get Magneto completely unlocked. So that one definitely makes sense for all the release dates, but it does appear like it will be a day after instead of being the exact same day as Magneto, so kind of keep that in mind. We have J Balvin returning between July 5th to July 7th. I'm not for sure if this is every version of J Balvin or a very specific one, but we will be just seeing that kind of shop tab used around that time. We have the Metal Gear Solid Raiden outfit, which will be returning sometime between July 9th and July 11th. We have Silk Sonic returning sometime we have Silk Sonic returning sometime between July 9th and 11th. As you guys know, we have a new Bruno Mars jam track in Fortnite Festival, so it only really makes sense. And something else I kind of thought about is with July 9th through 11th for Silk Sonic, that is right around the time that we get new jam tracks in the game, right? Because July 9th would be the announcement day, that would be a Tuesday where we announce new jam tracks, and then 11th, for example, if it was released then, would have been the same day that we actually get those new jam tracks added and we're able to actually use them in game. So maybe we end up getting some more Bruno Mars jam tracks actually added in next week's rotation when they kind of go through and announce all of this stuff, right? Or maybe they just decide, hey, we just going to want to bring Bruno Mars back for the sake of bringing him back. Of course, though, since it's the Silk Sonic bundle, it will also include Anderson.Paak, so don't worry about it just being Bruno Mars specifically returning. It is both characters from the whole entire Silk Sonic brand. We have Alan Wake returning from July 10th to 12th, or around that area. We have the FNCS Major 2024 bundle being the brand new FNCS skins that released this update, releasing sometime between July 11th and 13th. We have the Safety Shark skin, which is like this new skin that was added this update that's like a summer-themed shark, releasing between July 14th through 16th, which also might be a sign of the start for the summer event being sometime, around July 12th-ish, because of the fact that the new shark skin, which is summer-themed and was added this update, will be releasing sometime around then as well. We have Pirates of the Caribbean releasing July 19th. Now, in the API, it had between July 17th to 19th, but of course, as we know by what was officially confirmed over on Twitter by Fortnite Status, it will be the 19th, so it could be either or. It could be that earlier date or the later on date. We have FNCS returning July 17th through 19th. Now this one I think is going to be the other bundles that I've released during this chapter, the whole entire like red themed FNCS skins that people have been able to purchase since those are no longer limited time availability anymore. We have John Wick returning sometime between July 20th and 22nd, and then we have the old FNCS Global Championship bundle from 2023 returning between July 24th to 26th. So we have a lot of stuff actually returning very soon, and we have a lot of old FNCS bundles coming back out, which I definitely think is interesting, you know, kind of getting rid of FOMO here and there in order to make a system where if you want to get one of these older skins, you have the opportunity available to you, or if you want to go ahead and just kind of pass on it, you don't have to worry about it too much, but you also don't have to purchase these skins thinking they'll never return in the future, which is a pretty nice thing to see, right? It also makes me wonder, and I'm going to make this today's question comment of the day, with them making it so more of the modern FNCS bundles are something that you can just purchase whenever an FNCS event is going on, do you hope that they bring back older FNCS skins into the game, or do you think they're not going to ever do that because of the fact that, you know, those were always advertised as limited time only, never going to return, right? Definitely something that would be a little bit interesting to see. Maybe they would have to do some type of like compensation or something for people who actually purchased the old bundles in the past, but I definitely think the whole entire aspect of FOMO and things never returning is just kind of cringe sometimes, so seeing stuff like old FNCS bundles returning would be completely fine by me. But yeah, with that said, keep in mind that these are only about arrival dates and not leaving dates, so when I mention stuff like J Balvin between July 5th and or July 3rd and 5th, it doesn't mean that he's going to be leaving on the 5th and arriving on the 3rd. It just means that around that time period is when he should be releasing into the game's item shop once again. And with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's short little news recap video. If you did, consider subscribing to more content I create, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. Peace out.